and fellow knitters, welcome to Knit Mania. This is episode 9, and if you've been following before, then you probably know that I was doing episodes every week, and I was being really faithful until episode 7, and then after episode 7, I broke my shoulder, and so I took a pretty long hiatus. I think it was a month maybe, and then I had one a couple weeks ago. If you watched that one, it was pretty rough, so I'm sorry about that. I was still in a lot of pain, but I just really wanted to record something. I'm feeling a lot better now. I still have a road to go. They originally said it was a partial fracture, then they said it was 2 fractures. Then they said, oh, it's a complete fracture and it goes like from the top diagonally down about 5 inches. So that explained a lot of different things about why I was having intense pain, in a totally different area than where they originally said the break was. So it made me feel less crazy. I am on my road to recovery. I'm doing all of these exercises so I don't get this terrible thing called a frozen shoulder, which, nobody wants that. And so that's where I am, just as far as my injury goes. I am hoping to resume my weekly podcasts from now going forward. I probably will do, I'm hoping to get this one up either today, which is Sunday, the 11th, or tomorrow, the 12th, and then I will resume my schedule of every Friday. So I might even have 2 this week, technically, depending, So making up for it, and that'll get me into the double digits, which is kind of fun. So thank you for your DMs and messages of hoping that I got better, prayers. All of those are greatly appreciated. As far as my knitting goes, it's funny, when it first happened, I almost didn't miss a beat. I mean, I slowed way down, don't get me wrong, and I had to switch from continental to English, which was an adventure. But after about 3 weeks, we had a near accident in the car, and that really jarred my shoulder, and the pain really went up and my swelling really went up. And so for the past couple of weeks, I've been doing very little, like a little bit every day, but man, slow. So finished objects, 0. What can I say? I have been working forever on this one pair of socks. So this is my finished sock. Okay, and it was finished the last time I podcast, so don't think that, oh goodness, she's just trucking along. No. So this is the other sock, and this poor sock, I've ripped it out 3 times. So the combination of being in a lot of pain and being on pain medication isn't very conducive to good knitting. Oh, and a broken shoulder and switching knitting styles. So all those things conspired together. And even now, after the 3 times ripping it out, it's not a great sock. I'm not gonna lie. There's multiple mistakes in there. So I was thinking about just ripping it out all the way and starting over. And then I started thinking about it, and I kind of feel like our knitting is reflective of our time and space of where we're at. Like I know most of the knitters that I know, you go someplace on vacation. One of the things that you do is you go to a yarn store, you buy yarn, and when you knit with that yarn, you're kind of thinking of that vacation in that place. So I think that these are my broken shoulder socks. And if this one's a little janky, like I'm a little janky right now, but I'm pushing through it. And so I think I'm gonna push through with these socks, and they will be a memory, maybe not the best memory in the world, but just a memory, like this is what my life is right now. This is what that sock is right now, and that's okay. So I think that's what I'm going to do. These are going to be my broken shoulder socks, and I'm going to wear them with pride when I'm doing yoga with the fantastic shoulder. That's my plan. I found a whip of another sock that I'm at the gusset that I completely forgot about. I think I started it June 1st for, yeah, I did, for summer sock camp. And so I think I will revive that very soon. That'll be easy to finish, although it is my first sock, so I have the second pair. But I cast on something new. The reason why I did that, there was a reason, and that was that today is the start of Summer Sock Week with Natalie at Knitty Natty. And I belong to her membership, which is called Love and Stitches. And I actually have, let's see, I'll show you. I got a cute little sticker that I'll probably put maybe on my computer, I'm not sure. And then I got a t-shirt, and or a tank top. I'm really happy with this tank top. I don't know if, I'm not gonna be able to show it to you really well because I only have one hand. Well, maybe I can do it this way if I stand up. It says Love and Stitches, and the color's not coming across. Oh yeah, there, the color's better. It's like a navy, but I really like the back of it. Let's see, can I show? Yeah, see how it kind of blouses out, and it's cute. So it's like 104 degrees Fahrenheit here right now. So tank tops, they're a good thing. The other thing is that when your shoulder doesn't work very well, like, you know, I can do this. Well, with this one, I can do this. That's as far as I can go right now. So tank tops are really easy to put on. That's why I don't normally wear sleeveless shirts. Like, I am starting to be at the age where my arms aren't as supple and sleek as I would like them to be, but whatever. Right now, tank tops are the way to go. So, so Love and Stitches, back to that. So this week is really exciting. Even if you're not a part of the membership, Knitty Natty has lots of different things going on. She's doing like Instagram lives, she's doing YouTube lives. And so it's in conjunction with Shark Week. And so I have this yarn, and I feel so bad. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, I don't know what yarn this is from, but dun, 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 I just saw it in the hole. So this is, oh, I have another one by her. It's by the Cozy Knitter, and it's called Stormy Water. So hello, Shark Week, Stormy Water. And look at it, okay? So it's got gray. So it could be like Stormy Water, just Stormy Water. But if you're thinking Shark Week, gray like a shark, blue like the water, white like little puffy clouds. I'm just like super excited with it. I think it looks great. So I've started, I know, it's just a baby, itty bitty baby cuff. I think due to my disability, I'm gonna allow myself to do shorty socks. So I think I'm gonna do 10 or 20 rounds of the cuff. I haven't decided on that. And then probably the same for the leg, and then just go ahead and, you know, finish out. So that is my plan for those. Kind of the way that Shark Week goes is that I should finish up the cuff today, and then the leg tomorrow, and then, you know, you go through the heel and the heel turn, gusset, yeah, foot, toe. So there's 8 days total in the week. We get one extra day for Shark Week, and I'm hoping to be able to finish. Now, I forgot that I had this by the Cozy Knitter, and so of course I bought a yarn that was specifically for Shark Week. This was, you're gonna need a bigger boat, okay? How cute is that? And it's 80% merino, superwash merino, 20% nylon, and it is by Twin Mommy Creations. And look at it. So this one's a little gory if you're thinking Shark Week, because it's got the red in it. But it's a really pretty silver, tonal silver with the red flecks. And So I got that, and then look at this stitch marker. How cute is that? That's also from Twin Mommy Creations. Sorry, you're gonna have to give me some grace as far as showing things, because again, the whole one-armed thing makes things awkward and slow. So that's just how, that's what my jam is right now, is awkward and slow. But look at it. And I love these, like, I don't know if it's balsa, but they're so light. So even if they're a good size like this one, I don't even know. Can you see that it's a shark with a ball of yarn? And that's also by Twin Mommy Creations. It's a great card. Her name is Anne. So I was so excited to get that. I'm definitely going to use the stitch marker, but dun dun dun, something that I didn't think about was right now there's no way that I can get my Swift and ball winder up and attached and use it. So super bummer about that. But I'm just going, well, I will have it to look forward to. I will just make it into socks, or I can save it for next year, because this is Natalie's second year doing it, and I think it just seems to be growing in popularity, so I know it'll happen again next year. So we'll see what happens with that one. So that's all the knitting I've done, guys. I had so many plans for this summer, and you know, sometimes you have plans and God just kind of laughs and has different plans for you. And so this has been a hard season, but it's been some time of reflecting and buying. So we'll get to that soon. Okay, so that is that. So I have decided that I'm going to really try to decrease my just random, you know, looking at Instagram and buying yarn. We'll see how that goes. However, I have recently signed up for several subscriptions to see how I like them. So I've talked to you about row 1 before, and I did get my my July subscription of row 1, and just like every other time that I've gotten it, I think this is maybe my 4th. I love it. So this month it's by Lane and Lotus is the dyer, and her name is Jen, and there's always 10 little 10-gram skeins. Then there's always like some little candy. So Mentos Mints, she gave us 2 of those. And there was a stitch marker. Let's see, here it is. I can't tell, I can't tell what this one is. I think it's a little flower. Let's see, maybe I can get it out and we can see. Maybe somebody can tell me. Maybe it's a, oh wait, is it, oh, it's a lotus flower. That's what it is. She always does something that kind of pertains to the dyer. And there it went. Okay. Another thing that happens when you have a broken shoulder is you become super clumsy. I spill food all over myself. Yeah, drop things constantly. So here's the lotus flower, and you can use it as a stitch marker, or she always includes one of these little lantern, so you can do that if you want and make it a progress keeper. So I like that. That's my favorite thing, so that I can do one or the other. So she had really fun names for the yarns. That's kind of some of the joy for me. Let's see, You're the Reason, Mommy's Time Out, Olive Branch, Harvest Moon, Tree Farm, Woodstock, Wishful Thinking, Boyfriend Jeans, Breakfast at Tiffany's, one of my very favorite movies, and Cranberry Garland. I'm just gonna show them really quickly. Oh, you know what? Maybe really quickly, except I can only do like 1 or 2 at a time because I'm one-handed. So there are a lot more of just solid colors which at this point I'm really happy with, because I think that when I'm making my scrappy project, it'll be nice. So this one is more like a tonal with some speckles. It'll be really nice to be able to intersperse them. There's this one. So hers are like, even when they're speckled, they're a very subtle speckle. And this one's my favorite. So this one is Woodstock. Of course, it's my favorite. Everything 60s is some, you know, I love everything 60s. So I'm going to check those over here. That's the mode I'm in right now with with my shoulder. Okay. So row 1, if you are into scrappy projects, or if you love to see new dyers but you don't want to invest a lot, or what else? Oh, or yeah, if you just like finding new dyers, not necessarily just on Instagram or something, highly recommend row 1. Yeah, still I would say my favorite subscription, but now there's competition. So here's another one that I tried out and right now I'm really liking. So this is Jimmy Bean, and it is a big yarn store, I believe. I was gonna say Colorado, but now I'm not sure. So, but they have a great online presence. They have a really fun newsletter, and they have several clubs. Now the clubs aren't open all the time. So, you know, if you want to get into one of them, you know, you can get on their waiting list. And that's what I had to do. I wanted to be a part of this several months ago, and they just opened up for me last month. So this is their yarn club. And so this, okay, I'm gonna tell you, I would never ever buy this. And this is like one of the things that I really like about subscriptions, is that it pushes me outside of my normal box. But then I'm looking at this and I'm like, this is so pretty. I would never buy it. And I don't know. Well, okay, let me put it this way. I would never wear a garment like a shawl or a sweater in this color. Okay, yellow and me do not look good together. Okay, but would I wear socks in this color? Absolutely. That's one of the beauties. That's one of the things I love about socks, is that I will wear anything that's a sock and they give me joy. So that's why I will be, hold on one second. Hi. So I realized that I might be having some audio issues, and now the audio might be louder. And if it is, I will try to adjust it. And if I'm not successful, I apologize. I promise that as my shoulder gets better and as I get more technically proficient, that I am going to work hard at getting better and better at the production part of podcasting. So having said that, let's go back to Jimmy Beans. So here is the, it's by Oink, and it's called their Targhee sock base. Heavy fingering weight, which I find to be interesting. I haven't heard that terminology before, but it is 400 yards to 100 grams. So usually it's more in the 420 yards. So that's interesting. 90% superwash Targhee. So I'm going to assume that that's a type of sheep. 10% nylon. And it does say that this is machine wash cold, gentle cycle. Don't put it in the dryer. So it came with this, and then it came with this super cool Kitchener instructions. And this is by Katrinkles. You could probably, you know, if you've seen Katrinkle stuff, you probably guessed that already. But, you know, it is almost impossible to remember how to do the Kitchener stitch. I know I find myself, you know, I'm like, oh, I know how to do it. And then I start, and then I'm like, I start second guessing myself. So even just having this to reaffirm, yes, you're doing it right, even if you've done it a bunch of times, I love. So just, you know, putting that on the project bag that you're using when you're doing a sock, I think is brilliant. So I loved that came with it. So it's going to come with your skein of yarn and then some kind of little extra. And so really happy with that. Definitely going to continue to get that next month, and I'll keep you updated. That's kind of my plan, is to do several and then see, you know, which ones I love and keep doing those, of course, and then discontinue ones that maybe just weren't suited for me. Not that they're not good, but they're just not my style or not suited for me. Oh, and I almost forgot. And then it came with patterns. And so this comes with a knitting pattern and a crochet pattern, full color, which I love. Really good instructions. Cute, like lace socks. So that's the knitting one. And I think I might do it. Like, why not? And then, no, that's knitting too. Oh, okay. Sorry. Just kidding. It's knitting, but it has really good instructions. It even has like a chart on the back if you prefer to do a chart. So it's got both the written and the chart, which I think is great. So yeah, I am going to go ahead and use the pattern given so that I can tell you if I love the pattern too, and I can show it to you. So that is Jimmy Beans. And once I finish one pair of socks, which will probably be my broken shoulder socks, then I will start my next pair, which will be those. And then I did a long dog yarn subscription, which I have to admit, and this is all on me. It's definitely not on her. I'm obsessed with long dog yarn. I just think her colors are gorgeous. And the way that she does her colorways and then describes them makes me want everything she's doing. So the last episode, I showed you the 10 mini skeins that were the Disneyland. And then now, I mean, you really should follow her if you love yarn. She's so good. She's out of Texas. And she's super fun to watch too. She does reels sometimes. She's just great. I wish I could remember her name right now. That's terrible. But I'll blame it on the medication. Forgive me. I will get better. And, you know, I would love to have this like long description with everybody that I mention. And I have started doing that, but I don't think I will be doing it this episode, because it is torture trying to type right now. I can only type one-handed, so it's like the hunt and peck, and I work for a magician, and I have to do a decent amount of correspondence, so I mean, that's all I can handle. So I apologize, and I haven't even been keeping up with my comments. If you commented on past episodes, I will get to them, but it's just, I'm doing the best I can right now. I guess that's all I can say. But back to Long Dog Yard. Right now she's doing a like summer cocktail colorways, and they're amazing, or tropical cocktails, I guess would be better. And I want all of those. I don't know if she's going to do mini skeins, but if she does, I'll probably try to snag one. But I did one of her, I think it's called her reading club, and I got these two colorways, and I think they're beautiful, but I don't know, like, it didn't come with like what book it was, or it's the Lord of the Rings was the reading colorway, so I guess that's just what it is. So very pretty, and it's called, the colorway is Lord of the Rings Book Knit Club, June 2021. And this is just the same thing. This is just the contrast. So I guess I was a little confused about it, but now as I'm talking about it, it makes more sense. I don't know. And then the extra that she brought was really cool. It's the Lord of the Rings green tea. So, and then it has the instructions on how to make a perfect cup of tea. I'm having a hard time making tea right now. I guess I could make it and ice it, but again, it's over 100 here, so I haven't even been drinking coffee in the morning, or at most 1 cup when it's not too hot. I've been drinking Diet Pepsi. I know that's not what most of the knitters I watch drink. They all drink coffee or tea, but I am a Diet Pepsi girl, I have to admit. I fell in love with this one. I ordered this one. This is not a, oh, this is a subscription. I think they're all subscriptions. Okay, so this is A Girl and Her Wool. And this one is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. It is the July 2021 Mystery Club. And it's 70 grams. It's really pretty. This is the one that I was confused about. I apologize. I'm a little all over the place today. So it's Mystery Club, and that's just what it is. It's Mystery Club. So I guess it's just, you don't know what you're going to get. And it's beautiful. I love it. Okay. So we are almost done. So Cozy Knitter, that's the, you know, I'm using Cozy Knitter right now. That is my whip that's for Shark Week, the Stormy Sea. But I did join her monthly yarn club. And so this is the month club. Is it June or July? It's June. And it's Will Never Be Royal, Yarn of the Month 2021. Isn't that pretty? It's so pretty. Okay, so it's on her Bliss base. So it's 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. So let's see. So 85 grams of the stripes and 30 grams of the mini. And so I am excited to knit this up. And Cozy Knitter, I've been stalking her. Is stalking the right word? Following sounds so much better. I've been following her since probably November, because in December, well, I guess it was December, because there's a lot of YouTube podcasting knitters that get her Advent self-striping. It's a 24 color Advent. How gorgeous is that? So I'm hoping to get that, and actually I think it drops this month. So I am going to be looking for that and hoping to get that. And last but certainly not least, I finally got a project bag from Mountain State Stitches. So she is so hard to get. She sells out in minutes. And look at this beauty. I think it's so pretty. And then the inside is yellow. And I was obsessed with zippers. I only wanted zipper project bags. And my daughter was like, well, I don't like them as much because sometimes the yarn gets caught in them. And I never had that issue, and then I did. And so I am excited to get a drawstring one. I'm not like now anti-zipper, but I was kind of anti-drawstring. But now I am excited about the drawstring, except that right now I can't do it because it takes 2 hands to draw them. So there's that. But I just think this is such a pretty fabric. And it's really like plush. It almost feels quilted. It's so thick. And perfect for socks. So I think, like, wouldn't that look good together? Oh, yeah. So maybe those have to be a project really soon as well. So that is what's going on with the knitting. I've been really busy with my job too, as I am able. I have the best job in the best job in the world, and the best boss. He's been so understanding with me not being able to work as much as I want to, or he needs me to, with this shoulder. But we're ramping up. He is going to be on national TV this year. And that's all I can say about that. I will be talking about it more when I can. And he is going to be performing at the Magic Castle, which if you know anything about magic, you know that's a really, really big deal. It's an actual castle in Hollywood, and you have to be invited to perform, and you have to be a really good magician to be asked to be a performing magician there. So if you can tell, I think he's fantastic, and I'm super proud of him. And so I've been doing the hunt and peck with that a lot, and just kind of trying to get by. It's interesting, you know, I'm the cook in the family, and I love to cook, and I'm a pretty decent cook, and I can't chop anything. I can't do anything. My son was laughing at me so hard. I was trying to slice a tomato because, hello, it's tomato seasons. I usually live on tomatoes in July and August, and like when you only have one hand, like the tomato was like rolling as I'm trying to slice. So there's that. But it's getting better, and I can't wait to get back to cooking and typing with two hands and knitting continental. I actually did knit continental a little bit today, and it was okay, other than my left hand has gotten weak. It was like shaking, which is so weird. Like, how can that happen that quickly? But it can. Take it from me. So I hope that you've enjoyed this. If you have, if you could like or subscribe or share, I would so appreciate it. You can find me on Ravelry, as Glee66. I will try to put that down there. And then on Instagram, I am Knitmania Mom. So I hope you have a wonderful week, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye.